Summary question. This is the last question type, but not the last video in the reading section. We still need one more video to see how to correct our mistakes, but this is the last question type, the summary question. Some people consider this to be part of the grammar section of the writing section. I don't really consider this to be part of the grammar section because there is no grammar going on here, but for example, Erika Meltzer from the books that I have been recommending puts this in her grammar book, not in her reading book. So if you want to do homework, you have to look for it in the grammar book. I don't consider this to be had nothing to do. I consider this to have nothing to do with grammar. So we're gonna look for the summary question. What does this question look like? So they go like this. They present a list of bullet points with just topics, and they say that these are notes from the students. So the student wants to present the study and its findings, so these are notes from the student who supposedly took notes from, I don't know, like a presentation, and they tell you what the student wants to do. So they want to present the study and its finding, and then the second part is the same. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? The key here is what the student wants to do. Here they say the student wants to present the study and its findings. So we care about presenting the study and presenting the findings. Those are our keywords. That's what we're going to look for in the alternative. So the strategy is we don't read the bullet points yet. So we read the question, we find the keywords in the question, we analyze each alternative and compare to the keywords, and then we double check with the notes, which means we don't really check with the notes first. We first analyze the alternatives and see which of the alternatives is doing what the text or what the question requires us to do, and then we check the notes. Okay, copy this, 2, 3, and 4. We do still use process of elimination. Every time I put eliminate wrong choices, I mean process of elimination. Things you don't want to do, basically the same as always. But in addition to that, just don't decide based on the notes. I mean, actually, no, there's two more things, right? Don't try to put information in order, and don't decide based on the notes. This is not really a summary question. They're not really asking you to make a summary or to write down a summary. So I don't know if you've taken any other exam that has a similar question that is called a summary question. We don't really do anything that appears in another summary question type. So this is called summary question, or sometimes it's called the student notes, but we don't recreate a summary. Copy this, and I'm going to show you the question type. I'm going to explain a bit before I let you do it. So these are the bullet points, that these are the notes of the student, and then they tell you what they want to do. And in this case, the student wants to present the study and its findings. And remember, focus on that. Focus on presenting the study and the findings. Okay, pause the video right now, solve this question, write down your answer, and we're going to check. Okay, so we are going to analyze the question. We want the study and its finding, which means we want the alternative to have the study and the findings. We don't just want it to have the study, we don't just want to have the findings, we want it to have both. So the first thing we do is we analyze the alternatives. So we want the study and the findings, right? So letter A, this person studied, okay, there's the study. I'm going to put the study in blue, actually. So study, okay, study. Letter B, there's no study, so I don't care about the study. I don't care about letter B. Letter C, there's a study, okay, there's the study. Letter D, study, okay, there's the study. Okay, I'm presenting the study in A, C, and D, not in B. I eliminate B, just because it's not talking about any studies, and I want the study. And the findings, okay, let's look for findings. Letter A, okay, this is the study that studies pterosaurs jaw bones and was initially unsure if the bones belong to juveniles or adults. Okay, it's talking about the study, but it's not talking about the findings. The findings or the studies are results of the study. So it's not A. Letter B, we already eliminated B, and there is definitely no results because there is no study. Letter C, in a 2021 study, Shin Sami Turan used advanced microscope techniques to analyze the jawbones of pterosaurs, flying reptiles that existed millions of years ago. It's just a long description of the study, but no findings. There is no results. It's just telling me what this person did and what this person used, but no results, so it's not C. Finally, letter D, in a 2021 study, Chen and Turan determined, okay, my result determined is to have something, like to find something. The pterosaurs jawbone located in the Sahara Desert had few growth lines relative to the bones of fully grown pterosaurs and thus belong to juveniles. So thus belong to juvenile. That's my conclusion. My answer is letter D. I didn't even have to read the notes. You can totally do it like this, just because or just in case, we are going to still check. We're going to still double check, right? But you can totally just do it like that. Now, let's analyze the notes. Here are my notes. These are the notes. There's the study. The study appears in this, and this is the what is it? The explanation of the study, and the conclusion appears here. So we want the study and the findings, so we need to use this, and this. So from this point of view, it means that the alternative has to talk about these 3 bullet points. So it has to talk about the 2021 study, about using these techniques because that's the presentation of the study, and the conclusion of the study. So that's what we want. Do you still want to do it like that? Not really. I mean, you could do it like this. You could read the notes and then from the notes get it, but it's more difficult, and why would you? Now we're going to analyze every aspect. We're going to put it all together, right? So analyze A is this is the study, which is I'm going to do this very fast. You can pause the video if you want to, but basically what I'm doing here is like I'm showing you how they match, meaning the alternative is matching the notes, but just because it's matching the notes does not necessarily mean that it's going to be my answer, because it's not answering the specific question. Remember when we did process elimination, I told you the true but not my answer, or the incomplete answer, wasn't something that we use in most of the question types except for the summary question. Well, this is the summary question, which means letter A is true. It matches. It's definitely there. It's not. It doesn't have a wrong word, doesn't have an string word, doesn't have any of those mistakes. But it's just not the answer because it's not answering the specific question that they ask us. So even though this matches, not my answer. I don't care. I don't care if these are going to match or no. So the whole thing matches. Okay, it matches, but not my answer. So we're gonna do this like one by one. Well, here we have a lot of matching, like this is the study, the how they use it, what they did, they analyze, and they even explain in orange. You can see how they explain what they are. So there's a lot of information here. You could say, okay, this is a very nice summary. This is why, even though this is called the summary question, we're not really looking to make a summary. And if it were a summary, it will be an incomplete summary, not my answer. It's just not answering the question, even though it matches. So finally, this one, if you can see, it doesn't really match all of the bullet points. It leaves out what they are, like flying reptiles or whatever, but it answers the question. It presents the study, presents the results of the study. So this is my answer. Okay, I just did this to show you that you don't really want to do it by just matching. You want to do it by or you do want to do it by matching, but not by matching with the bullet points. You want to match with the question, with the keywords that appear in the question. So letter D is our answer. Things that you want to remember, please write this down. Read what exactly the question is requiring from you. You want to read the question. You want to find keywords, you want to match the keywords, and you want to use process elimination from those keywords, not from the bullet points. Copy this. And basically, wait, what? Oh, I just did this twice. Okay. And basically, this is the last question type. You have finished all the theory from here on. Well, there's still one more video, which is the how to review mistakes. But from here on, you want to do full reading sets. So if you have done all the question types and exercises for all the question types, or if you don't have time to do a lot of exercises for each question type, just do full reading sets separate from the math sets, just to practice your reading while you still work on your theory. We're going to do the math theory, we're going to do the grammar theory. In this course, I do the grammar theory first and then the math theory. If you're working on your own, you can just start with whatever theory just you feel like you need the most. Okay, so this is it. We still have one more class for the how to review mistakes.